feel like the answer is pretty simple, if I'm being honest. Like, for most people, it'll be like, oh, I got a goal that I need to get to, and I can't be doing nothing to get to my goal. I got ambitions, I got places to be, that's sort of like mentality for some people. But for me, doing nothing in certain times of the day, just a few minutes, can get you to that goal. And what I mean by nothing, I mean by meditation. For me, I feel like it's an amazing thing that can allow you to get you to where you want to be, because it would make you more aware of the decisions you're making, will make you understand why you made those decisions and how to improve them. I only started realizing that from me leaving boarding school, coming back home after doing my GCSEs, thank the Lord. I was doing mostly nothing for like a week. Absolutely nothing. Like, I was being an absolute bum. But then I was still working out. I was reading. I was going out, but I still felt like a bum. I don't know. I really don't know. And then I was thinking, I'm doing all these different things. Yes, eventually they should improve me, but I still don't feel improved. And that might be imposter syndrome. But we move. And I thought, let me not do nothing and we'll see how that goes. Starting doing meditation now, I can't lie, for the first few like days of doing, I started doing it like for 5 minutes. And I've tried to increase it, but bro, it felt so weird. I felt so weird just thinking, with just my thoughts and just going through the different scenarios I've had throughout the years, all the different like people I've seen and all the different transactions I've had with people. I feel like for me, it's definitely been positive, as it's been per my daily routine. Like, it's just been a good aspect to my life now, and it should improve me as I get older, hopefully. But for the other two that I mentioned that I did, the running and the book reading, that's still a distraction. It's still a distraction, but it's a good one. It improves you, but I feel like the way I see it, it's still a distraction. As we have developed as humans, we have picked up such bad habits, like doom scrolling on TikTok, or like having so much shows to watch because we have streaming services now. Like, before, we had ads on like Disney Channel, for example, where I don't know what to call it. Was it like broadcasts where you would like have the TV show up, where you'd watch a period and then you'd have ads, then watch another period, have ads. Like, I don't know what to call that, because now we call it streaming, but now it's something else. Anyways, now we just keep on consuming it. We just keep on consuming it. And it's gotten to the point now that maybe people are like blinded, that they're just distracting themselves. They're like, they don't know that they're just distracting themselves. At least sometimes when I still do the same thing, but at least I know and I can understand why I'm doing it. And at least I would limit myself for a period of time. I feel like for me is that if they know that they're distracting themselves, it would make them more aware to allow them to limit and maintain the amount of distractions they're consuming, which the meditation thing would come in great handy, of just not doing nothing and just trying to have a deep thought of your decisions. Because if you at least limit it, you would be able to do other things. You would be able to do other things that are more productive and will help you long term, which is, I think, a big thing for me as I grow and I mature. And if it's stuff that I can do now that can help me when I'm older, then it's a big win. One thing I'm glad for, at least, is that I understand it now than me not knowing for years to come. Because back in boarding school, it was a lot worse with the distractions that I had. Like, my friends knew that I was like like TV show freak. I was always watching shows all the time. Anytime I'd come back from like school, heading back to house, I'm watching a show. Either one I've already watched or something new. Back then, for me, it was very addicting, and I didn't realize it why I was actually doing it, especially when it was my last year being at that school, and I was gonna leave it after being there for 5 years, and it was literally during summer in the UK, and we know that this summer has been boiling hot, boiling hot. So everyone's playing outside, everyone's enjoying life, everyone's like hanging out with each other, because for them it's like the last year since when year 11. So, and I'm just there watching my shows, not enjoying it with them. And it was through me not doing nothing again that I realized that I was afraid of actually leaving that school and leaving all the friends that I'd made and just the vibe that was there, because I'd been with them for so long that like they were basically my brothers at this point. We knew everything about each other, like they're my boys. But me leaving, knowing full well I most likely won't see most of them for a while at least, because it's an international school. Some of the guys that I know are from Niger, some are from Dubai, some are from America, some are from flipping France. Okay, that's not that bad. But still, it was a lot that I was dealing with. And I felt like I was dealing with it in the wrong way. But at least now I can realize why I was doing it, and I can improve that. I should have at least taken more time out for me watching my show to actually be there with them and to enjoy the small time that we had left. Moving that to the side, I feel like it isn't my fault fully, and it's not an individual's fault for why they feel this sort of distraction all the time. I think it stemmed from time and time again from a higher power. What I mean by that, I mean the government or the king or queen doing actions that prevent the public and the people as whole to progress. We've seen in the Roman Empire where they would have different shows like gladiator shows, plays that were, as it looked on paper, was a way for people to enjoy themselves. Hidden in that paper was to distract people from their bad decisions that the emperor was making and to control the population. Could you say that that's what they're doing now? I'm not sure. But it's something to at least think about and just know that there's so much stuff now that we have. I could probably say it's from globalization, but we have access to so much stuff that we don't really know what's what in a way. We have so much media, we have so much activities to go and do that there's so much distractions now that what else can we do that just distract ourselves?